Welcome to your 2016 predictions intuitive reading with Red Earth Goddess. And we are going to proceed by lighting some sweetgrass. I'm hoping the lighting is proper here for you. I've got the drape open, I've got the the light on. And I'm just going to take a few seconds, a few moments, a few minutes to light the sweetgrass, to cleanse 2015 away, to take all the lessons that we've learned, to let go of all that no longer serves, and to proceed to a new, profound, beautiful year that is all about blessings, like the sweetgrass is all about blessings, true love, self-awareness, a complete unification of actions, thoughts, words, and deeds. And so that is. Okay, guys, please bear with me. This little robe here is actually been given to me as a gift. It's a little out there, but I'm going to stay confident and not really care. And for ladies who like to attract a male, I'm going to give you advice, and that is just stay confident despite what you feel, despite what you look like, whatever weight you are on. If you're underweight, overweight, men find inner confidence to be the most attractive thing on the face of this earth. Okay, so let's begin by having a reading done for my community and my followers, okay? I feel that 2016 is a beginning year for most of you. I feel that you are in the most positive light. If you're looking down to up, I feel that most of you are starting fresh, okay? And it looks to me as though this is a new partnership, a new business, and a new way of seeing life overall. I feel most of you have attracted me into your life and vice versa, because I have come here to guide you and to move you forward towards your destiny, your ultimate destiny. And what is your ultimate destiny? Your ultimate destiny is what you have made it so far. What have you created so far in your lives? What has the last decade been for you in your last lives? What have you taken from your lessons, from the pains, from the sufferings? What have you taken from it, and what have you created from it, and what are you doing with it? This is what your 2016 will look like for you. So I suggest you just take a step in, take your journals out, take your notepads out, and really, really get to the straight of the matter, to the root of the matter, and to really proceed with what it is that you've done thus far and where this is going to be leading you. Okay? I also feel that there's going to be a lot of changes taking place, not even just for you guys, but as the planet overall, okay? There's certain places in this world I feel a very huge calling, a very huge change. There's going to be some new movements that involve the youth, particularly in Europe. There's going to be, and it's happening right now, there's a lot of youth movements. I feel as though that Paris attack that took place a few months ago have really strengthened the will of the youth. It's taught the youth how to be stronger, smarter civilians, to protect themselves when it comes to last minute, shocking bombs, terrorist attacks, okay? A lot of it is not being shown on the global market. A lot of it is not being shown in the media. A lot of it is not out in the newspapers, especially here in North America. We're not being seen what's being shown across the globe, across what's happening on the other sides of the world right now, okay? But I feel as though Europe right now, it's smack in the middle of the other continents, okay? Europe right now is the balance, scales, is the balance of North America and Asia, okay? Why do I say that? I say that intuitively because they are balancing the rest of the planet right now. Whatever happens in Europe is what is going to ripple effect, is going to be affected in North America, and it's going to be affected in Asia and Australia and those parts of the planet, okay? Us North Americans, we too are going to be seeing a lot of changes, okay? There's going to be a lot of breakdowns in the law. There's going to be a lot of changes in organizations that involve different races, that involve the natives, that involves the black race, that involves the indigenous cultures, that involves youth, children, women, that involves civilians, that involves things of this nature. Okay, there's going to be a lot of breakdowns of the old. It's not going to be working anymore, and a lot of new is going to be coming in. Now, if we look at this at a kind of a low negative note, what's going to happen is something, when it strikes out, it starts off kind of like in a negative, and then something else has to come up that's going to bring it up into kind of a balance of a positive and a negative, okay? So, for example, if I use an example of the hit in Paris, it started off with a negative in order for something else to come balance it and to bring into a positive. That had to somewhat happen for the civilians to really come in together, to work together, and to create something behind closed doors, that if anything was to happen and to attack a city, a town, or civilians completely on that note, they know what to do, they know how they're going to do it, and they're not going to have the government to support them and protect them, because they know and they are aware that this is all government's doing. If you are wondering what 2016 is in store for me, I have a lot of direct guidance coming up for you guys. I myself have some amazing changes happening for me that involves my residence, that involves my personal life, relationships, family life, my business, a lot of changes, okay? And my changes are totally going to be affecting your changes, because we're doing this all together, okay? Whatever happens here, happens there. Whatever happens there, we all feel it. We're all doing this together. And hence why I always say, okay, world peace is probably not going to happen. Okay, this peace and that peace and whatnot. But when we stay in peace with ourselves, we have to truly realize that if we are not, we're going to be sending a rippling effect to other places that is going to bring forth back to us, okay? On that note, I also feel there's going to be a lot of people bringing in spirituality in their life, and they're going to be bringing them, you're not even going to hear about this on YouTube, about new spiritual things. I feel that science itself is going to have a new breakthrough come through, okay? There's going to be a lot of things in science that is going to be even more of a breakthrough than it's ever been. A lot of truths are going to come out in science that involve DNA, human DNA, animal DNA, things of the planets and the star systems and Earth as a whole. New truths are going to come through, and it's going to make science look like, you know what, science is not the ultimate truth, and really, there truly is something out there that is beyond this God existence, or beyond this scientific atheistic existence, that nobody is going to truly quite understand. And they're going to kind of create, or kind of come forth with this new technologies that is really going to be able to tune in, to tap into otherworldly knowledge, whether it's spirits and entities and dimensions. I wouldn't really consider it to be kind of alien life, but they're going to come up with this new form of extraterrestrial acknowledgement and truths. I feel as though the world is going to be accepting shamans as a whole, because they're going to be looking back. I feel that science is going to be accepting a form of shamanism as a form of reality, and that your ancestors and the spirits and the entities of which humans are able to tune in, to tap into, to bring in dimensions into the physical realm of the practicality life here on earth is going to be coming forth. So we're going to be hearing about shamans being the truth, and that science is going to be in a false illusion. And let's ring a bell. And whenever you hear me ring a bell is when you're going to be hearing a new fact coming out, okay? Shamans are going to be looked upon more and more and more. If it's not here in North America, it's going to be happening more and more so in Europe. It's going to be happening more and more and so in other places of the world, Asia particular. Somewhere in the Atlantic or Lemurian sections. The Mayans, these cultures, they're actually very much, if I'm not mistaken, in the last recent years, Russia, there has been a very, very high demand of ancient witches to come forth for natural therapy, naturopathic therapeutic causes, okay, and needs and wants. There isn't many doctors there, so let's have this universal changes come forth so that we can feel this in North America. We need more witches and shamans to come forth and to really bring natural therapy, natural life, real, organic, truthful lives here to heal not just the animals, not just the humans, but this entire planet. We have a very dense, energetic planet right now that is in need of changes. Dramatic changes. We are completely in need of these changes. The youth is getting more sensitive. Everything is becoming more vaccinated. So what will be the positive of this? The positive will be that more shamans, more witches will be acknowledged and needed and sought after, okay? So you will be able to see that more witches and shamans will be looked for more. There's going to be a booming for witches to come forth. There's going to be more of community-oriented creations and organizations that involve witches and shamans to come forth and to support the people, the civilizations, so that they can also create more youth things of this nature, okay? I myself have made a soul contract and I don't care if it takes me 10 years, 15 years, or my entire life, but I will do so, and that is to support the youth, and to create more organizations that support spirituality, shamanism, and, the ancient ways of life, because it's only through the ancient ways of healing, through the organic, real acknowledgement of spirituality and the power of the herbs and the planet of this planet, which is trees, herbs, sweetgrass, natural ways of life, natural medicine is the future. So you will be able to see from 2016 onward, 2016 to 2022, you will be seeing a very high booming in this, okay? And this is happening. It's happening right now, but you guys don't hear about it. What you hear in the media is not all the ultimate truths, okay? They just want to keep you in the fear mode so that you do not proceed, so that you do not support these organizations and these people coming forth, so that you don't support these shamans and witches and these medicine people. Witch means medicine woman, wise woman. That is what a witch means. That is what a shaman truly means. It's beyond just a priest. It's beyond just a pagan. It's beyond just somebody who invokes these entities, okay? Ultimately, witch means wise woman, wise man, and medicine, okay? We need to see the planet being healed. And unfortunately, in order for this to happen, as I said, there has to be the negative, and with the negative, slowly, there has to be a balance so that the positive is able to keep it intact together, okay? So this is what I see for 2016. I also see most of you, and if not all of you, 2016 will be a nothing but blessings. For those of you who are not connecting with me, okay, that may be a different situation. You may be on a different vibration or a different frequency. But if you are here watching me this far, then you will find that 2016 will be bringing in new light for you. You may start off from the beginning, but you will be able to find you're balancing yourself very, very well. There's going to be a lot of financial stability for most of you, despite what you think, despite appearances, despite traumas from past, okay? There's going to be new beginnings with financial support. Let's ring a bell. Let's ring the bell. Keep the confidence, okay, guys? This just keeps falling off. And I may clip it behind, but I don't know. I'm just going to keep letting my sweetgrass because I'm bringing forth blessings for everyone here, okay? This is not just for me. This is not just for my community, but this is for the planet as a whole. I see a lot of changes, again, when it comes to these organizations. There is a lot of youth taking actions, okay, from the ages 15 and onwards, even 14, even 12, but 15 and onwards, I see a lot of changes. I see new organizations to come out with new homes, new shelters that support youth with jobs, that support youth on how to be more direct, how to be more leaders. I see a lot of new organizations, and even though most of it's happening in Europe, like I said, there's a rippling effect, and what happens in Europe comes here. What happens here goes to the Middle East and vice versa, okay? There's a rippling effect. Whatever happens here will be going there. Whatever happens there will be coming down here. Whatever goes down there will be coming here. This is why I say the directions are very important. Most of us shamans, witches, and healers have been really working hard, and despite whether you think or sense or feel if this is not moving forward, it really is. In order for something to take a full cycle, a full vortex, a full anything of that nature, it bounces back, okay? It bounces back in all the directions, and then it makes a spiral, like the picture behind me, like my dream catcher, my spider's web. Do you see how it goes in all these directions in order to really make a design? You know, my Metatron's cube, it has to complete a full spiral. It has to complete a mandala. It has to complete this. And also look into numerology. Also look into number sequences. Also look into sound. This is all very much connected, okay? Things don't happen overnight. Although, outside of human time, it can happen overnight. We go by human time. We have a clock. We go by clocks. So, it's, you know, like I said, whatever happens, there's a rippling effect. So you will find, if you're in North America, there will be some changes. But there is going to be a lot of balances. And I also suggest the witches and the shamans and the natural healers to come forth, to not be shy anymore, because we are creating a new beginning. We are the leaders. We are bringing everybody to come forth. The youth is going to come forth. They're going to be seeking our knowledge and our guidance, and we are going to be creating new organizations, new evolutions, new movements, and a new paradigm for the youth for the next 200 years, and so on and so forth, okay? We have a new generation of crystal children, and these crystal children are extremely sensitive. They are capable of feeling so much inner power, and they're just not aware of how to tune in and to tap into this inner power. So why don't we all just stick together? Why don't we create new medicines, or why don't we work with these old ancient ways of these medicines to bring forth new movements for the youth, okay? So we can empower them so that they are the ones who are able to cure, to heal, to balance, to bring positivity to a war, whether it's an inner war, whether it's a galactic war, whether it's cultural advancement wars, whether it's a new age war, whether it's new governments. Why don't we, us civilized or civilians, come together? And that can start off by you just making a video. That can start off by you just making a blog. And that can just start off by you connecting with other witches and shamans and guides so that you can create a new movement, okay? As I said, most of you, if not all of you, are financially secure. You're much more secure than you thought you were. I see in the last 3 years, I see 2015 was struggle financially for a lot of humans, for a lot of people, but I see a lot of this ending for most of you, okay? Again, like I said, if you're having difficulty, it may change in the spring for you, because not everybody is on the same vibration. Not everybody has the same lessons. Some people learn slower, some people learn quicker, some people have to keep repeating same mistakes in order to really truly get it. But 2016, there's going to be some spiritual changes, and it's going to manifest as a form of practicality. Okay, so what else do I want to say? I feel like I've said most of it. There's going to be, like I said, a lot of changes, and I feel that if you're moving, you're going to find the perfect place. And I also feel that if it's a business, you're going to find the perfect place. And if it's people, you're going to find the right partners and the right friendships to proceed for your evolution and your movements. Okay, guys? So, I send you nothing but white light. The white light's behind me, the white spiral movement, and nothing but this red, because the red is the root, the red is the survival, the red is the I am presence, which is universal, guys. Okay? And so we are blessed. Happy New Year, happy 2016. Have yourselves a great New Year's Eve. If you're going to drink responsibly. Please don't drive if you're drinking. If you're going to party hard. And I'd love to hear how your New Year's went. Okay, guys? Bye. Mwah. Take care.